boss that ISO likes to do. The knife out immediately from Nismo. They'll start the engagement in Arcade out the rip, and Bonnie will get those opening 2 picks. The best first killer in this lobby and the playoffs, and he'll do it again. Round 1 on the pistol, clear the crowd.
Yeah, once again, that was just M80 flexing exactly what they're going to be good at, and that's Nismo making sure to flash Bonnie in, and then Bonnie...
Yeah, Bonnie's felt perfectly comfortable just sticking around here, and a body shot does kill everybody. There's one. Nature trying to follow it, but you can just duck back. All the space in the world, and there is some farming going on to start out Fracture. I believe we have a flawless round on our hands here. X very much in a position not able to really do much of anything. Oh, but still lands the headshots on Alvin on the swing out.
And so now, finally, we're going to be seeing SRB. They got their rifles in hand. I imagine it's going to be a little bit of a faster initiation, but actually for M80.
Yeah, they've guessed right again on where the engagement's going to be, and Bonnie's been opened up a 3rd time! Just as the clip empties, does he get felled, but there is a counter stack available to deal with it.
Standing from Caillou as well. Had the Rolling Thunder ready, but wasn't sure he wanted to use it. And there goes the kill contract. Ultimate's being used now, but SRB should be able to make their way in.
It's good on Alvin not to get too greedy in there and just hop right in. Satellite is able to get that double tap going on the extension from the smoke that they launched down. And the spike is not only down, but they have a lot of space to work with. M80, the reapproach from spawn. Bonnie manages to land that op shot while stunned. That's insane. And now the relay bolt into the Rolling Thunder, but Smoke doesn't get caught by either. Sadly, though, everyone else from Shopify has been felled, and so it's got to be this lurking saving grace, but way too much to conquer. And Orb's gonna get grabbed by Nismo to maybe sell that presence. Great cyber cage to position exactly where Bonnie is, and the orbital strike into the knife. Spaz finds Nature in spawn, and they'll turn that into a fight. Big stun by Exit to try to turn this into an overdrive, but Nismo tracks it down. God, nothing is working, man. This is insane. And Xander can at least play keep away with the help of the Molly, so Spaz is now a little ISO'd from Caillou, but this spike is ISO'd from Satellite, and the guy has nothing in his kit.
Well, Satellite down to the 1v2. Spaz is watching it, sets up the one-way as well. Still 30 seconds left to work with. We've seen Satellite do crazy stuff before. This would be it to get Shopify potentially on the board.
A clutch just to get the ball rolling. Searching for it, jump out, and Spaz makes it 4 instead. Now you can really confirm the rest of these bodies on the site itself, and with that null command, you don't have to worry about any of the util plaguing you along the way. In walks M80, slowly but surely. Satellite, once again, going to be a crucial linchpin position here. The high ground being well controlled by Nature as well, and there's the sandwich that Shopify were looking for. They know there's max maybe 2 players here, but it is 2 players. Bird is going to confirm the 1. Now the tower presence has to be huge from Spaz. That Molly is going to be able to get rid of X, so the relay bolt doesn't do squat. And now Shopify once again, relatively walled out. Caillou gets caught quickly, but Spaz on the patrol, walking it down until he can no longer. And from there, Alvin takes the reins. Nature, only 13 seconds to go, but Bonnie able to skate around the kills that Nature can give.
Be one of the fastest maps we've seen in stage 2.
Certainly getting there if M80 is able to take this pistol, which M80 is very primed to do. This attack comp is definitely strong. Bonnie already walking in, Smoke, help with the cyber cage, easy cover, easy frag. Gets the second as well with this bandit, and Caillou has to do quite a bit of dancing to guarantee that frag back. So Shopify start out with that early advantage, and now the entire stack here ready to fight out for this site. Does M80 choose to contest? Oh, they sure do, with Alvin able to get choked up on this corner, turning it right back and getting his own along the way. All of a sudden, Xander stands alone, and he is no match for the crowd.
Gotta be so careful about what they're doing, but Smoke, under a lot of pressure, able to escape here. That gives up heaven.
Wow, really trying to punish this. Oh, and it traps out the extension from everybody else. Smoke does win his fight, though. Props to the guy. See how much more he can do. The guy's been a boss in tower at the moment. Nature now back to hold his own as well. Nismo first up on the chopping block. Nope, Alvin able to make it work. So it's Smoke once more. Now with rifle in hand, trying to save this round in the 2v2. Keep Shopify's life on a line at least a little bit longer, but it won't be the case. Everybody wins their fights eventually. If M80 didn't win this opening map after the double ban, I would be scared. But with M80 winning like this, I am terrified, bro.
Making his way over now. should be able to get into a good position, but the spike goes down fairly early.
Shopify is cleared everywhere except this part of the map. The lurkers are inconsequential here. They can condense and pack fight far better than M80 can afford to. They can be coming from so many different angles, including the ones that aren't currently watched. Haunt into the paranoia to stall. The relay bolt in reaction, so Satellite could maybe still get in, but he can't. The door's about to expire, and that's already a lot of time really wasted here. Shopify's got to stack up and move in through the grass. Exit to the back, falls quickly. Rest of the front line will fall shortly after, and Alvin's picking up some kills. Along with that setup, he was able to get this round. M80. Nismo has done a hell of a good job scoping out the stairs here. Alvin sticking around on the mound, does get one in the trade, but... And now Caillou will snake along with Spaz in order to get to this C site that's been eventually pushed at, but Nature's still alive. Able to kind of take these pot shots from the back hall. Nismo,
no
lurk up
way.
the steps, so disgusting, but the timing is just a little bad. And the Nightfall post plan will only end up catching one. Now Xander's TP in will prevent Nismo from getting any connection until he hits the door again, which will give away his position. And meanwhile, everybody from Shopify is already trying to crawl in. Xander's already made his way all the way up the river, but now comes Nismo, and he's got to clutch up and quick in this 1v2. I don't think he has enough time to get to Xander even. Nope. It's a Shopify round on defuses with one man standing on either side.
They're hitting the door again. They might be actually deciding to rotate around. Not too surprising, all things considered. M80, they like working the map. They like taking that space, and Smoke finds that kill.
Yeah, turning means you open yourself up to that operator having another angle, so M80's gonna walk into B site very chipped off.
30 seconds left.
But that does require the full reset now for Shopify. And this tree presence from Spaz is gonna hear all these steps, use the toxic screen to his advantage on top of the Prowler. He'll get a free
That's
two!
crazy.
Oh, man! And again, when it's like, when Shopify does have kind of a finger on the pulse to some degree, just always something that M80 knows they have in their pocket too, something they know they are 100% without a shadow of a doubt capable of doing.
Okay, I'm calling
Smoke.
it now. Oh, jeez. Yeah. That's tough, Nismo.
M80 were again a little stilted with the push, and it leads to them being able to double back into the B site, but the Haunt will catch them with 10 seconds to go. Nature trying to catch a body, but the bullets from the Sheriff, ooh, doing a little bit of landing there. Caillou's taking a chip. Gonna take this swing out and find one off of the opener. Now the follow-up from Alvin on top of his Rose. Finds and bullets. He finds everything on sight, including Exo running out on top of his Razor. In favor of that Viper's Pit that he can now toss down, which I think he was going to regardless of how much he got prodded for it, but he's got a nice pocket to play with here. Satellite and Exo are on the outskirts, so eventually he'll get taken care of, but M80 still have some bodies to play with. I mean, you had 5 coming your way. It was an eventuality, I think, but Smoke is very close on this waterfall. Smoked away, but operator free and the shorty ready for if anybody walks in. Now a pit set up offensively to prevent that from really being able to do anything outside of the pit. And he will start getting it done. Caillou walked down as the first swing comes through. Remainder of the presence is right here on the pit. Nismo's been found out. No, he hasn't on the drop down. Smoke's got to make it back with the light speed, but Xander tracks down Spaz on his own.
Information given away now. It should be pretty obvious where they're going, and Satellite, they're able to catch that lurker. So SRB's job becomes a lot easier.
Yeah, able to kind of make up for that lost time, and with 12 seconds to go, Shopify
10 seconds left.
don't have the window to be able to pressure during the plant, so they'll just wait for the stack to come through. Spaz was read by Nature here, but it seems like he's trying to get a little more intel before ducking out. Smoke will get challenged by Nismo on drop with this up and quickly get felled. Now the Convergent Path's right on top of Bonnie. Are they ready for him to be right here? They are. Satellite's able to track that down. Caillou winning the early fight with Nature in the step in. Now has to hold down far more than that. Gets Satellite next. That lets the Nightfall proc, but it's got to be an ace from Caillou, and on the stun, Smoke's able to clear it out. Ballsy play, but nearing the end of this half, Xander tempted to hold down, and he will get behind the boxes. The Prowler's not gonna catch that. Oh God, no one's checking. Xander, free 2, make it 3. Bonnie's gotta clutch it up, and he will. But he's still got 3 more guys to go with Spaz to help. But Spaz is unchecked, unknown, and so as Shopify make their way down Rubble, there's a limited amount of spots they could end up being. I don't think Bonnie's prepared for the presence from Nature and Exa here. Or excuse me, Satellite and Exa.
Yeah. It's so good though,
30
because
seconds left.
at this point, Spaz's position should be known, given the fact that the Neon just kind of trails over there. So Very curious to see how Spaz and Bonnie play this one. They will go for that B-side plant. It'll be Nature coming in from above, while X and Satellite continue to move in from the attacker spawn.
On thrown in for the first haul. Exa holding back. Satellite in first, and he's just gonna get, almost both of them, but Spaz's attention returned, and he's not sure if the double is on Link or main. Double duelist available, and the Omen ready to breach the shear, which they're going to with the double duelist to start. Relay Bolt covers almost all of the space Caillou has, Paranoia the rest. Good coverage of Baby. So Shopify very clearly have the B site to start. M80, not too many tools to contest actively, only passively, so they've got to just contact on their way in, and that will not lead to much from one angle, but from the other, Spaz and Bonnie light up, and now Nismo the only one standing after Exa is able to re-clear it with the help of Nature from Baby. But with that position, no, Nismo's going to be watching the weaker health pool to start things out, and the silent drop lets him get that first skate on the shoulder, not ready for Nature's re-swing.
Bring them down.
Shopify are going to choose to fight it. Smoke getting seized by the light speed, so it's got to be Satellite that goes for the rushdown, and Xander to help out from the river, but the snake bite is helping out a whole lot as Alvin is able to mow down two. Xander finally making it up, and that mad dash will afford he and Nature a little bit of time on top of this spike as Nismo, once again the last man standing, has to try to save this bonus round for M80.
Let's have one Paranoia available, but no information while SRB just creeped up and they've got the peak.
He's heard both of the shots. This Paranoia will at least flush both away, but the TP back in from Xander. Nismo probably heard that, no? Haunt confirming the position. Xander will swing out now, and that'll be around. Shopify.
Caillou as well just has to stay alive in the midst of it. Smoke gonna not find that timing on the peak, but now has the flank set up.
Yeah, a lot of intel on who specifically is wrapping as well, so he'll be able to get a nice backstep in, and then Shopify can again do the right kind of prio. Nismo entering in on the Paranoia. Relay Bolt to take over the space as M80 slowly makes their way through that high ground on Heaven. Bonnie slides a little outside, so they've got to make their way in piecemeal, and on the way down, Smoke is finally able to make that cut through the waterfall. They've taken the low ground, but the Convergent Paths catches all three of them, and Exa starts walking it down. Spaz still lands the shots. Very little time to be able to plant this as Smoke tries to make his way back in, and he'll be able to carve out the whole pack. It's a clutch from Shopify Rebellion. Alvin's close to this. He won't be able to proc any of this stuff. The tree gets hit. And there's a Nightfall. Bonnie activated after Xander gets spotted, wins the duel with the help of the Relay Bolt, and Alvin does manage to get one on the way down, but Caillou getting stunned down and now gunned down by Satellite between this fast line. He'll make his way over to drop while Nature is able to get the inside choked up on. Now on drop, Satellite, finding Nismo so early there, and now Bonnie has a couple different angles to have to check at once inside this Viper's pit. Might not be even worth going into it, but on the verge of game point here, it feels almost necessary. No Relay Bolt to be able to field this out either. Yeah, this is tough. Anyway, you slice it. Spaz, gotta be on him. He's got the bite, and he jumps. And instantly dealt with. Spaz, though, tracks two off of it, including the pit holder. X is gone. And Satellite caught in the pit, down to 38 HP. Spaz only has to land a bullet on him, and the tap turns into Satellite swinging with the shorty. 5 HP. That gun ain't nerfed yet. And neither is the kid. It's 12-6 Shopify. Eyes are out for where the shear may be.
Huge.
And thus he'll turn around. Big Paranoia by Nismo. The stun will make it so he can't do anything, but now the Nightfall thrown in defensively. Satellite has the overdrive drawn, but Caillou gets the lineup onto Nature as well and strands the spike on the B site. M80 given another rare window of opportunity, a lifeline to be able to hold on to this game. Smoke can pick up back and go for the tap. Tempt a member of M80, tempt that fate. Zexa will start the crawl in with the help of Xander. This double in will get seen by the Haunt, but quickly fought out. It matters not. And Xander on the inside, able to find Bonnie as well as he enters. Alvin can't do a thing either. It's got to be Spaz, but Spaz has clutched more than anyone else in this region. And he might just do it again to hold on to this map for one more round. Smoke the double back with the light speed, tempted to bring out the shotgun, and it's not enough! Smoke keeps his distance! And Shopify Rebellion Black will, in fact, tie up the series.
I mean, you're going against Spaz, like you said, who's just had so many clutch.
We've seen couple of teams make it quite far in playoffs off of solely gunplay. M80 will make their first push through B main here. Interceptor to make sure nobody can interrupt their standard takeover of the hallways. Satellite will vacate. Nature sticks around, but the flashes from Nismo look a little better. Satellite gets 2. That's the big dig in, but now a 2v2 that Nismo is still currently contesting with help from Caillou on the other side of sight. Complete standstill after that's tapped. Caillou deciding to take the fight. Exa down to 22, still standing, and Nismo in this 1v2 with nothing back in the kit. Smoke now available with this rendezvous now that he's made his way back over to this side of the map. So potentially a third opportunity to fight this out. With 35 seconds to go, Nismo struggling with this spike.
30 seconds left.
Tap, Smoke whiffs. Nismo doesn't. He does it again against Exa. It would be a 1v4 clutch for the ex-coach.
Knife deployed. One suppressed.
Knife confirms the spot. Extra tap again. 12 seconds. You are running low, my guy.
10 seconds left.
He's gonna stick it. In comes Smoke. Timing not good for him, but Nismo's watching upstairs. He's got to hold down several angles. There's the swing out, the TP back. Smoke afforded another chance. A shred of health on both sides. A pivotal pistol, all ready to determine Shopify Rebellion's path.
Right, just in the nick of time, they're able to get that spike down. We're going to be seeing SRB go for this retake. It's going to be 4v3 here, but good weaponry from Nismo and Caillou.
No command out the gate, able to stop a lot of the openers, but that flash is still used from a distance by nature to make sure that this open space is contested. Spaz taking a good chip as a result of it, staying close though, and the fragment's gonna force him to get even closer, choked up, and eventually caught on a bad angle opening. Caillou found out on the street as well early on. It's once again gonna be really down to Nismo to do a lot of this heavy lifting, and that's already 2 down on his own. The spike is getting held though by Smoke at least halfway. Nismo finds Exa on the backstab, the attempted ace clutch. Smoke turns around for it, but Caillou able to still dance with this, and with limited time, Smoke is going to be able to get it. The A-Link. Satellite, yeah, has a really good peek on that. With no contact, Nismo will fall, and already this eco round is looking really solid for Shopify.
Yeah, but look at that position for Bonnie. Smoke, though, so aware of what's going on. Meanwhile, Caillou doing the step up, and X is able to get away.
Yeah, Caillou tried to find the step. Almost did. Recon bolt taken down before it can proc. So it's got to be contact, and yeah, Smoke is backed away. He can just keep spraying. He's Nebulous doing really great work as well. Damn, Smoke. Okay. He'll just do it all. Understands the first man and the responsibilities thereof. They played dynamic yesterday. And Smoke was like, I bet I can do that. Smoke is going to be hobbled up for the majority of this half. So you've got to approach with grace, and the Cypher Cam is already going to catch out Bonnie. Mans isn't even pocketed into the full cubby, so Smoke gets the double tap clean. Rest of M80 does have the room to run in based off of that reload, though, and now Alvin's toying with Smoke. Now this flash out from Nismo, only a matter of time, man. It's inevitable. He's gonna come with it, and it's gonna land, and it's gonna get a free kill. Now the swing out X has got to manage 2. Hauls it once, and Allen gets the timing with the Sheriff for that matter. Now Nismo holding down the line on the hallway as the rest of the health pool is looking a little dire, but Xander on his own with the spike continuing to tick down, almost grabs the lineup in the hallway, but M80 can re-stabilize.
Bonnie running it down already. It's going to be seeing the retreat from Nature. Thanks to Xander just in the back line as Xander gets 1.
Yeah, just enough time to be able to spray that down. Now the Hunter's Fury to attempt to chase that down. It's a little late though from Caillou, so that is going to find nothing. And Xander can choke right back up on this dugout right as the rest of Shopify comes calling. Knife is going to confirm a lot of those positions. And so the Cosmic Divide will get called in now by Shopify to engage. Satellite already inside to help out Xander. And Shopify controls so much of this. Overdrive now out as well here from Satellite as the kills come through. Caillou is able to hold his own. 3-fold! And then the Cosmic Divide called in from Spaz. But Smoke, the quick scope, catches Caillou. Cosmic Divide for Cosmic Divide. Spaz unsure of where Smoke could be. Smoke ducking back, catching the shoulder, and this headhunter is not enough! Smoke wasn't able to get his right gun out! I'm trying to let the Cypher Cam get the free pick so that Smoke can be a more active scoper rather than just holding it down and waiting for the TP. It's a strange way to initiate that sort of fight when it's already been so consistent. But hey, that's a great trap wire by Exa, able to stop Bonnie very crucially, and he'll just keep on jumping through with that judge that hasn't been nerfed yet. Smoke with that operator, one way does not care, and he's got all that free space to be able to take the site back. As Shopify have a very powerful presence here on B. See what he can get away with.
You say that, but this is Caillou we're talking about. If SRB are not careful about this, they might just kind of give this one away. Still though, it should be a Shopify Rebellion round. Let's see if they can make sure to convert this in their favor.
Satellite the obvious steps, but Caillou's ready for Smoke.
Okay.
Try contact and he wins.
Smoke being the one with the op, being a little bit more aggressive, is able to find Bonnie there while Satellite's pushed out as well, but has to back off thanks to that recon drone.
He's so solid with this operator. So utterly consistent. Great flash into TP setup so that Smoke is obfuscated, and he'll just go for one more attempt before ducking out. Alvin does get the oneer, but that is a trade spot, and he knows it. So M80 is still playing from the minority. Now the Seeker's out to let Satellite have those free peeks, and he'll get two. Lickety split. It's Nismo the only one left, and of course you gotta end it with a shotgun.
All of that space gets yielded over to SRB, making it more difficult for M80 as they push through, but Satellite gets one. It's
and
okay.
you get the one body, you get the one body that can be rezzed up. Nature trying to apply that extra pressure, but Bonnie just swings in and grabs both Xander and Exa on the other side of the street, and it'll just spray through and catch Nature too. It's a stupid round, folks. That's just how it be sometimes. Bonnie catches 3, zipping and zapping around. Such is modern day Valorant.
Spike planted.
Well, look, one of these teams is the best in the nation at this phase of the game. And M80 is 5 rounds away from staking their second claim on that fact.
Satellite really has to take a lot of that space.
Like you said, Marcus, it's all about the clears. One piece by piece, and Caillou has managed to sneak himself in. That wrench in the gears, cutting one off and turning right onto Xander and catching a second dink.
Way, man.
That's nasty.
That's so much more difficult now. 3v4, Caillou though very low HP. Good hold being set up, but Nismo's just on the other side.
Little overwhelmed, but Bonnie can just spray through the one-way on the smoke, and this dugout pinch is lethal. Another pistol taken by M80, and who bites first? It's gonna be Smoke. Goodbye.
Hey.
And Satellite gets the slide in. That judge shot not gonna collect, so Satellite gets the better shotgun. Now he can gun it down. Interceptor up for the inevitable push. That dog can only make it so far before confirming its position. Satellite, slow step into the cyber cage to get themselves out. Spaz can manage the 1x of the trade. Nismo, the second cutoff man in the checkpoint system, is being dictated by M80, but even still, Shopify have the manpower to overwhelm. Nature, 18 HP with this judge in hand. Close quarters. Caillou quickly silences that, and on the spike plant, the shock dart chases Xander down. Only a classic in hand and no easy access to another gun at the moment. On the recon, catching him too. The shock dart bringing him down to 79. The walk up by Xander. It's a risky take, but it's the only kind of thing he could have gone for. To win here would be inexcusable for Shopify, but considering the Pearl record, you couldn't put it past M80, could you? Caillou strikes again. Another sheriff shot and dares to go again against Exa. Still does a little bit of the damage too. But Shopify see the writing on the wall. They need to go, and they need to go now. Cyber cage that Bonnie is tucked up on. This is really cheeky. I'm not sure if a barrel can be spotted here or not, but it doesn't look like it can. Satellite, completely unaware, and Bonnie gets another freebie on the way down with this Guardian. The rifles still doing a lot though. Nismo pops out, finds the headshot with the sheriff. Crucial moment, and they've got to deal with this now so that the clutch factor from Alvin is drastically lessened. But the spike still cannot be committed. And I think a hand might have just gone seen by Alvin on the drag back. Bird does catch his position, but he could be a million spots from here. Oh, the jump, that giveaway noise. Now you're cooked. You see that slight smirk on his face. He's like, oops. Give it a go, though. Give it a go. Why don't you?
Okay. You just got to make sure they get past Alvin first. That's just been locking that down.
There's the divide, and as the nebula fades, Alvin will have another free visage. Gets some pot shots in, doesn't manage to land any of it, but Bonnie can quickly finish off Satellite, quickly get over to Nature, and now he is the lone man standing. Why not pop that overdrive and just keep clicking until you find another? Oh, nasty work by M80 to make sure it's decisive again.
A much weaker buy. The group up now underway. M80 will be storming the fort.
This is one of those fights that Shopify, it feels like they do have the power to win, but Caillou can just make sure Nature is taken care of without even looking at him. Satellite does not have the width or breadth to be able to take a shotgun fight at the moment, and the relay bolt even manages to catch Smoke. Everything is going M80's way on a round that didn't even need to fully go M80's way. And a valiant attempt here by Xander to get some bodies down, but ultimately there will be just enough time to defuse, and no one can tell. Oh, never mind. Wow. I can't with it. They didn't defuse. What are we doing, guys?
Murder. And so M80 just kind of run it down, and as we've said, no one was sticking the spike.
All right.
This time though, Bonnie making up for it. Satellite already down. A nice clean shot here, as that will do. They'll one-shot kill everybody except for Smoke, who's got that full shield. And already, this is not how you wanted this to go for SRB, given that you barely ran away with that last map. Well, now you've got to buy, but your economy is still fragile as ever, and Bonnie is breaking it on his own knee.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's really M80's decision who wins every round at this point of the game. Shopify Rebellion Black are stuck in the land of we take those-ia. But they've taken a good portion of mid here, actually. It's a good cut. I mean, M80 has been backed out, but Alvin has been here a million times and always gets one.
And now they're going to be pushing out here, but M80 have such a good read on what is going on. They've still got all 5 members alive as well. KO, got the Vito, got the Neon all close by. This push is going to be tough for SRB.
30 seconds.
And the flash drive out to scare them even harder, and that bird doesn't confirm jack. And they're ready for this. The Nova Pulse is going to confirm Xander's position more than not. And Nismo doesn't need any help with that one either. Flash out to help out against Nature, and the rest of the team will do the work for him. You can't flash your way in here. You just have to dry swim. Your timing is good, and it's not good. It's bad. It's stacked. It's collided thrice over. Nature's on 1 HP. Hello?
30 seconds left.
Gravity Well's on site. Tries to stall some space. This Cosmic Divide does a decent job at carving out a good half of it, and Bonnie just trying to get minimal intel without getting caught. Oh, Caillou, that's a disgusting shock dart to catch Nature's last HP. Exa caught by the recon dart, sticking the spike though, and M80 are just gonna wait for this Cosmic Divide to go bye-bye to go for the full-blown 5v3 with help on the way. Spike ticking. M80 here to respond. Is this where they get it done? First spray is good. Cosmic Divide up from the other side, and it's not even fully up before M80 take care of business. The cavalry came calling, and Alvin cleared house. M80 still win on Pearl. The experiment was solid, but it still falls flat for Shopify, and there's no more going back to the drawing board. There is only moving forward to map 4. Seems like he might, because M80 are starting to pressure that A site really hard. In we go. Snakebite on default. Bonnie firing through the screen and finding X side. Satellite finally catching up to Nismo, able to land that duel. Smoke held up in front of this smoke, able to get one on the way down. Nature, now that next responder, able to find Alvin as well. And skating around the pyramids, Shopify once again slow things down. The Cove called in on top of Xander's body, isolates Nature, but Bonnie can't land the shots, and the rest of Shopify has come back around.
So you can use that Harbor to just isolate so much. But of course, we're not seeing that exact same speed as Exa is able to find 2 already.
The Cove was attempted to be used to make sure that you couldn't spray through the smoke, but instead they'll just spray in front of it.
Know exactly where M80 are going to be standing. So a lot of question marks, and they have to just make sure that they take the engagement at their own speed if they want to break down those walls to be able to move into the site cleanly.
Cove fortified as the recon bolt confirms their collective position, but nothing more. Now they're stuck in the doors for a moment here, and Shopify gets a lot of free damage off of it through the high tide. Xander sprays one down to nearly nil. Smoke can only refrag for 1 with this outlaw, and M80 has once again gotten this double wall up on the A site for a consistent takeover, and now they'll play that cup and ball game, shuffle positions until Shopify is completely discombobulated. Save for Bonnie on that shred of health. Satellite is now in and attempting to escort the remaining 2 players of Shopify onto this site. Default held. Alvin with this outlaw is done one-shotting, and Satellite will finish his shots as a whole. And Exa, as this wall dissipates, instantly finds Spaz. It's Caillou with the attempted clutch with the slightly worse buy in a crucial period in this attack half. Double shock dart's already used. Snake bite's a little off. So is the recon dart. Caillou sprays his way through the first, and Exa's timing is so poor against this 1v1. Caillou can just keep toying with him. It's done. It's over. It's the round. M80 ties it up.
Yeah, that's crazy. You're gonna use the drone to try and scope out the outside of B, but this rotation gonna become around. Exa spots it though.
Xander very tempted to leave this cove, and this is the crossfire that Shopify was able to have in store. The Hunter's Fury right down the archway. Xander is found, but Spaz able to also turn back and get Exa too, so picking up the spike, and then Hunter's Fury is a mere interruption. Satellite with the overdrive is late, but Nature meets the cross, and again, it's a pincer that Shopify's gonna try to work with. Step out from Spaz, nothing doing, and Alvin will get cleared as well. Nature!
That punishes the M80 kind of ease of pace and expectation that they're gonna be able to get that space for free.
Well, here comes the rush down again, this time still with solid guns, but Xander right in front of it, and Bonnie falls quickly. Once again, that was a big part of Shopify being able to beat M80 on defense previously. Spaz the next to fall. There goes your smoker. Xander's able to stick close, and this is another wash of a round. Xander! Hey! As the high tide fades, though, Spaz doesn't feel secure planning right behind default, so he'll go all the way back behind the pedestal. But the Hunter's Fury thrown defensively lets Smoke take the window. And now that's got to be fought out. He's ready for Caillou too. No way. Give him another. Oh, yeah. Satellite managed to sneak past to the boxes too. I assume, okay, yeah, with Nismo relegating the peak, they'll assume he's there. Recon Bull knife shot out actually, so you do still have a little bit of util left over, but M80 choose not to try to aggress the screen until they can all together, so they can pack fight and trade their way through it, and good God they will. Wow. Trying to hold against the defuse. Exa does a lot of work.
Okay.
Oh, but the chamber runs out. Stack in from Shopify looks really strong here. Smoke's been found out, but the Cloudburst prevents him from being targeted properly, and so Shopify can take over this site really clean, but Alvin has been stuck up the back, only gets away with one though.
30 seconds
A crucial attempt at the bonus resolved here by Shopify as they maintain the slight advantage ever so slightly. Spaz now the next to flank, and a barrel spotted. Nature finalized, and now Bonnie coming in, found, but still cracks Smoke as the cove saves his cover. Satellite's gotta go for the plan again. It's once more 10 seconds. The tap is all Spaz needs to convince him of the swing in.
My eyes, though, are on Smoke, though. The agent in the back line. Let's see if 007 can get away with murder.
Yeah, man, this is an insane position to be in. Bonnie's found him quick, but Smoke has tracked him down, turns back. Alvin quickly takes care of that one, so it's only a 1-for-1 as M80 makes their reapproach onto a pit-ridden A site. Satellite with the overdrive as well. That's a third ultimate tossed in. That's immediately stopped by Nismo's knife, and then the null command tossed in as well. Nothing is going to work against you this time except just the guns, and Shopify's got to let him fire better than ever in order to hold on to their tournament life here. Nismo comes in, gets the one, res his body available. Xander swings through it. Alvin trades it back, but Nature, the last body standing, is able to hold on. Yeah, that poison orb will let them all go by. No spray to give away the nest position. Nismo watching the door, and the fragment now down. Bonnie with these knives out is ready to hit these at a moment's notice, but the Cosmic Divide actually does a good job of preventing him from being able to get inside. But the noise that gets cut on that tailwind makes it so he can get back faster. Alvin's able to get the frag on the inside, but Exa does shut out Bonnie's approach, so M80 is still a little boxed away, and with that flash into the reckoning, the space is still relatively limited. Nature has not been fully cleared out yet. The knife will only confirm that position. High tide falling, forcing Smoke a little bit out into the wilderness. Will give away his spot, but nothing to flush him. 12 seconds to go. Shopify will finally go for this spike plant with minimal HP and not much positioning to show for it. Cove refreshed will let M80 waltz around these pyramids, but Nismo on a fraction of health right now forces the fight to be piecemeal. 2 stuck in the Cove. Spaz not ready for this at all. No member of M80 is. Oh, but now the jump back through on the other end. And the reinforcement. Here's the full-blown fight. Big shock dart from Nature. Gets rid of one, and Smoke dinks it up with the Guardian to hold on to yet another round for Shopify. Cloudburst in retaliation. Mutual respect between Jet Ops.
There they are.
Recon bolt from Caillou is great to catch Nature, but it's ultimately a trap setup as Nismo gets caught. You can still refrag and does know of Smoke's position, but able to escape. But Alvin! Good God! Sometimes it really is just one guy that needs to do it, right?
Yep.
Walks in, right in front of two.
30
Goodbye.
seconds left.
Now running up mid here, Caillou's tucked up as well. The shots are not nearly as good from him, though. And they need to be body! That was through his own cloud burst. I'm gonna die.
No, silly, that was Smoke. Now, Xander will be able to get this plant down, but it's shopping right now for M80. They're gonna be able to get all the guns that they need here, and they will be coming in fast. A good use of just trying to use the bonk there to stall for a bit more time and smoke that one off, but Xander has to be so careful of all these different angles M80 could approach from.
Yeah, there's so much uncertainty in this, but if he only has one lineup to check, there's no telling what he may be capable of. Bonnie falls first, and the slow creep up by the double. You can feel it happening, right? You can feel it happening! One away from the 4, for the 12th, for the clutch, for the chance at a 5th, at a championship in stage 2. Xander is certain!
And now Smoke gonna be challenging this all.
Yeah, really well. Cosmic Divide on top of the site, and we're going default position into A site. Hunter's Fury in to try to clear the board on the way down, but the double duelist is like not here yet, so it's a bit of an awkward dash. Still, Nature finds Spaz. Hunter's Fury in response now from Caillou. It feels like M80 want to try and hold on to this now, but with the lack of range and the lack of noise as well, they think this is a fake.
There's no way.
They re-clear B first. SRB has so much free time with this plan in the 5v3. That's a massive mistake.
The neural pathways connecting for SRB. And on top of that too, Caillou cancels the ultimate. Could have gotten at least that information, but drops that one down. Now 3v5, Caillou leading the charge.
Nature first peek out confirms at least one member's position. Rest on the way here. Nismo throwing the fragment gets his as Alvin has to take the place of a very weak Caillou. Now the Molly inside on the boxes, so Satellite's the next vulnerable one, but Exa has that cover fire. Nismo having to do it all, and he simply can't this time. You're damn right, we're going to 5. These are the 2 best goddamn teams in North America, and they're gonna show you.
Oh, brother, just at the end there.
You know for a fact, one of them will have the leading blow towards that dream after this game. First bird out in response, Smoke to swing off of it. Immediate response from the rest of the stack, but Smoke is keyed into it, and now comes the swing from Shopify, but it's held down, then bolted, then cleared by Alvin, and it's ultimately a 3 for 2 that M80 still have 40 seconds to play off of. Trying to funnel into the back hall to swarm Exa, but instead they'll just take it as an excuse to turn back towards the B site, and Exa on 1 HP is still trying to field him out.
Yeah, Exa will be able to escape with their lives, but this is the right call for M80. Take yourselves over to that B site, get the spike down nice and easy. Satellite finding the kill on to Alvin. No more shenanigans happening down to this 2v2. Everybody in the server low.
Not even 50 health total on the side of Shopify.
Last player standing.
Feather tip will tick X's life off, and Satellite happy to give himself away if it means making the space and taking the fight. That's just what Neons do. Spaz cleared away. One more to go. And Spawn already cleared away.
Yeah.
Bonnie gets the head tap with the classic on the next come out. They can take this fight again. Storm the front. Nature's now standing kind of alone. The paranoia plus the C's has him completely dead to rights, but Smoke patrolling from screens with no smoke in his way, and Nature stunned, but still able to find 2. Means that Shopify may win this bonus yet. Taking up ramps, Caillou gets the one, but Exa gets the lineup and finishes this concretely.
Oh, it's gonna be very slow, but Satellite could go fast. See where the fast lane gets set up too.
Already gone, guiding light, Satellite dropping in. There's a chunk of health on the way down, and Caillou can just spray it through. Has a nice angle, but Nature will just frag it back after he sticks around. Bonnie now the next checkpoint. And trying to carve out the back hallway. Yeah, Shopify's cornered, and M80's got it. TP in from Nismo, just to get the pack together. The smoke is set up on screens. They'll begin the approach, and Satellite doesn't get a thing. The fast lane, plus the drop down, plus the quick ass shot from Caillou. And now the pit from Exa. This is a weird call.
very weird call there. Smoke misses that first shot, which is so instrumental because that could have cleared a little bit more out here, but Alvin just hanging out on the other side of this pit, and this is an awkward one.
I mean, what is this spot from Alvin? He gets away with everything, and now you just walk in through your own pit of death. X has got to play keep away, and Will, with the help of the snake bite, steps out, steps back in for free. Trying to hold down the defuse as this pit goes down, but that'll be all.
With the operator as well, as Smoke goes for that little peek, but can't quite find the kill, and will get punished.
Yeah, you can get tracked down by that. Bonnie can chase it down and now can afford to go back to the pack to fight Exa, who does manage to spray Nismo on his way down and now has the trap follow-up with Nature available, so M80 will just acknowledge what they've lost and move forward. But that lets Xander get a really nice paranoia to solve things out. Satellite, oh brother, oh brother! Did he not land a single pellet?
Nope.
Oh no! All right, Exa, save us, Exa! 3 kills for him. Now Xander with the pinch on Sky. It's so awkward. Spaz is back. Clutch Master might just do it again. Spot Xander and the snake bite forces the TP away. Where's he gone? 30 seconds. What does Spaz do here? Hold on to the streak. He's watching. Oh, but he's not looking at the head. Xander's got the headshot and the round for Shopify. They are saved again.
Operator, so can still play on those long ranges, but actually going in nice and close.
Yeah, back to it.
Oh,
Spaz wins that. What?
No way, man.
That never happens, man. That never happens. And Nature on the drop down, caught by the paranoia. Nismo is not done yet. Exa at least puts that to a stop, but it'll be a 2v3 between the two best clutchers on this team to be able to get a 4th round for themselves.
Paranoia is still available for Xander, so one tool to work off of, but it's still a little bit of a tall order.
Can't TP here either. That gives it away too quick, and the snake bite right on top of it. That's so much time wasted. Exa finally on the way back here as the Arc Rose does get used before he gets hit by it, so a couple milliseconds that'll give him to go for this pinch, but the spike is already taken down. There's barely any time to be able to defuse it if you do manage to win this fight, and it doesn't look like they're gonna manage to win this fight. Xander in the 1v2 and M80 have it all again. The streak begins once more, and
Honey still has the ultimate available, but probably doesn't need it. SRB have some utility to work off of.
first shot opening, no bird to follow up on top of it. Satellite with the swing in, slides and catches Nismo. Now you have that sequential dip back in. X has got to really play his timing well here, and he can't. Caillou gets the whole dang crowd. And M80 makes it to 8.
3v4 here. Alvin all the way up. Okay, good. Smoke being dropped down. Nice thing out. Zexa goes for that timing and finds Alvin. Xander finds Caillou as well. Suddenly, what was looking like it should have been M80 with the advantage, they drop down, and now it's Nismo with the spike, looking to make this one work, moving forwards here with Spaz.
You could have 2 sight lines set up, but instead they'll ISO Xander first, and Exa only now set up, traded away down to 8 HP as Nismo goes for the TP off the paranoia to fully discombobulate. And now we're just going back to the other side of the map. 7 seconds to go, and Nismo's gonna stick this plant, but Smoke with the convergent paths to interrupt. He's so vulnerable at the moment, but the TP back behind the screens. Smoke afforded 1 crucial second against this Nismo. It has to be a headshot or else it's toasted. Nismo! Ugg still got it! This stack is so dangerous on the vent setup, ready to punish the trade war. That is inevitable, and Satellite's feet initially spotted will convince Nismo to just duck back and go for round 2 with help from that paranoia. As soon as the dog comes out, there it goes. Smoke does catch one on the way back down. Exa with this lurk gets both Alvin and Bonnie on the opening of main, and this paranoia isn't doing jack squat, and in fact, Xander's fielded out with his own. Now the refrag onto Smoke, but Xander tucking himself into these vents, making it so everywhere is a danger zone, and there's no shot anybody's checking this, right? No. Surely not. In the 2v4, absolutely not. But Xander's not even gonna wait for the drop. He'll start circling. X is up first. Easy kill. 2 left in screens now. Poison Orb does provide them that extra cover. Satellite just able to kind of spray it down, and yeah, Open season with the help of that smoke set up by Xander. It's a picture for the future of North American Valorant, regardless of how many merchants there may be. Satellite will be the first of them to fall as Bonnie, with the help of that paranoia from Nismo, gets an easy frag in the fast lane, prevents Smoke from getting a quick follow-up here in the bonus. So Shopify have to continue trying to drive through it.
It really just slows down the pacing that SRB were hoping to hit this one with. Such a key fast lane getting set up by Bonnie to make sure that Smoke isn't able to walk away with any sort of cheeky kill. SRB have made their way in onto the site. Once they clear it, they should be able to get that plant down nice and easy, but M80 are more than ready for this retake.
Yeah, fine with letting them get this down if it means that they can take this full force. He's doing it again. He's gaining space. A Smoke way too in front of this. Yeah, you know he has a shotgun too. He's challenging that twice over. Now the saturate to try to get Spaz over. The snakebite will finally convince Smoke to turn heel. Even so, it's already a 3v4 now, and Smoke is back in a spot where he could still get a kill with the shotgun. And you have no way to flush him out now. You've got to just let the bullets fly, and there you go. Caillou, with the help of the high ground, can spray down 2 more, and the bonus falls back in the favor of M80 on the verge of double digits with just 1 more kill, and it's Caillou once again to get it as he is nearing that nightfall with... Bird only clears that back portion of the hallway, so Nismo prepped with his paranoia. That doesn't carve a good portion out either, and as Bonnie whiffs his shots against Exa, it seems like Shopify have a clear path, but it only seems that way because Caillou is active and on the road for the ace out of nowhere. A point-and-click adventure game that he is running on his own. But nature eventually clears it away. 13 seconds to go, and on a shrivel of health, Spaz and Alvin on the mad dash to make sure he can't even get the orb. No, they'll wait till he holds it for safekeeping. And that's 11. That's an economic toppler as well. That is Shopify, the most vulnerable they've been all series. Spaz in tow. No Viper util to stop this, though, and the dog is going to clear out the 1. Relay bolt is weird, but the fast lane completely obfuscates Bonnie's spot, and he's able to get away with a 2nd. Make it a 3rd. And this eco will fall flat.
Wow.
Flawlessly, in fact. And Caillou, ready with the C's. 40 seconds to go on the first hold up. Smoke stalled. Saturate to help him get the rest of the squad out. And now it's a full-blown take of A. Alvin gets one on the way down. Make it 2! Make it 3! No convergent paths matters in the face of Alvin Boy. And the remaining 2 have to do everything as Caillou trips it down to just 1. Exa with the attempted clutch has to pit to try to hold on to this round. M80 going for the assault, wasting no time. Bonnie with this overdrive to do the majority of the opening scoping. And now the rest of M80 getting tracked down. Exa finds only 1 before falling. And Shopify Rebellion will remain bridesmaids. For M80, you saw the vision when it began in stage 1. It became ever clearer here in stage 2. And now, as they are your stage 2 champions, they have the clearest shot at Sao Paulo in summer.
M80 calling up Nismo, calling up Caillou, bringing it together, rounding out the squad, and they win out stage 2. I'm not gonna say that map was very representative of how this series went, but I just genuinely think that they did such a good job on the maps that they knew what they had to come through.